Welcome, Cosmic Explorers, to the Cosmic Tune-Up Happy Hour with your host, Rebecka Gregory. Gift yourself with the next hour to look within, expand, grow, and open to new possibilities. So come along for a joy-filled journey into the cosmic truth of you.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Cosmic Tune-Up Happy Hour. I hope that everyone is hanging in there with everything that's going on right now in the, like I like to call it, Gaia's timeout. She's got everyone inside right now, so she can regroup as well. So I appreciate everybody who's joining me here this evening. And I'd like to start out tonight, first of all, if anybody would like to call in this evening to they have any questions, how they're handling what's going on right now in the world, maybe tools and tips they've come up with, we'd love to hear them. That's what this, I created this show so people could share and people could open up and people could express themselves. So you have anything to say, please give us a call tonight. It's 517-208-1500. Once again, that's 517-208-1500. And I like to start out just by letting you know if I am also now on YouTube. So afterwards, these will be downloaded onto YouTube. So if you like to listen again, you can find me there on YouTube at Oneness Talk Radio at YouTube to listen to the recordings of these shows. And I so appreciate everyone out there who's taken the time to listen to me this evening. And I thought I'd start this evening off with a little poem, and also a beautiful friend of mine from New York sent me a piece that he has been playing with practice with the guitar. My good friend Alan from New York, sending out love to Alan. And so I wanted to share that with everyone tonight, just to start out the show, just to kind of put everybody into the place of the heart. It's a beautiful piece, and when I listened to it today, when he sent it over to me today, it went straight to my heart because it was played from the heart. And we also later on have a special guest. My daughter's just wrote a song and would like to sing that as well. So we'll be listening to that as well a little later on this evening. So, but to go back to right now, let's just all take a deep breath. And I came across a little quote I had written a while ago, and I'd like to start with that before we start the music. And it says, "For the beauty of the world begins with purity and grace of the heart." Once again, for the beauty of the world begins with purity and grace of the heart. And during these times, and as we listen to this music, I really like you to step into your heart right now, because that's the key to everything right now, is staying in the heart, staying in love. There's such tragedy going on in the world right now, but yet such beauty opening up as well, where people are getting back to the simplicity of life, to the simplest forms of everything, and seeing the world from a different point of view. Some are choosing the fear of it, some are choosing the love of it, and some people are in between, balancing the best they can with everything that's going on. And everything now, the energy, we have this full moon that's coming up on the 7th, and then tomorrow the 4/4, the portal that's opening up. So the energies right now, not only on the planetary field, but also on the astrological field, are intensifying right now. So I really ask everybody to be kind to yourself right now. Take the time for you. Take naps if you need to, because napping is probably one of the best things I've found right now, just to regroup and kind of just disconnect for a little while, to allow yourself to keep yourself aligned as best as possible and in the heart. So once again, that purity and grace of heart is so important right now to stay in as we move through, as the collective, together through this crisis that has been put upon us, and see the beauty that is coming out of it. There's also tragedy that's coming out of it. So we are being faced with every emotion pretty much out there on all scales, from love to fear and everything in between. And where do you fall? Where do you want to be? And where do you want to come through this? Do you want to allow it to consume you and take a hold of you and bring you down? Because one of the most important things right now is to keep our immunities up. And the best way to do that is to keep less stress. And there's a lot of stress going on right now. Personally, I feel that the government should just cut off all payments for credit cards, loans, and all that right now. I know they'll say, economic crash, but that's just my point of view. That way, that would take that stress of people having to pay bills off of them so they can sit back and just do the survival of having the food, being able to get through, and staying in their heart and staying in the love of it to keep their immune systems built up so they can move through this. So I ask you, as you listen to this music, where can you begin to open your heart at a new level that you might not have looked at before? And this beautiful piece, I'd just like you to take a deep breath. And as you're listening to that, just listen into where you want to open your heart, where you can send out heart. And just imagine right now, I want everybody just imagine as we listen to this music to send prayers out to everyone that's sick. And just imagine like beautiful little sparkly bubbles and just blow them out to the world, to people to people who might be sick, to people that, on the front lines, whoever you like. Just sit in the heart and just blow out beautiful bubbles to everyone you can to encase them in beautiful shimmering light to protect them during this time as we move through this together as our new world, as our planetary change has begun. So just take a deep breath, relax, put your hand on your heart, and just listen for the next couple minutes to this beautiful piece of music. Just take another deep breath in. It sounded like perfect bubble music to me, the beautiful sound of the guitar. And once again, Alan, I thank you so much for sending that to me from New York, sending you much love to you and your family. as I know you're going through a lot there. So kisses and blessings to you, sweetie. So thank you so much for sharing that and allowing me to play that on the show tonight, because it was such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful piece. And I appreciate it so much. So last week my show kind of, I guess the universe didn't want me to allow the show to come on last week. I was all ready. It was really fun. I'm sitting here with my daughter. And I'm already hit the stream and it would not connect. And I think I went 10 minutes in of I don't know what I was saying, and realized that I was not streaming. So everybody who tuned in last week, sorry about the mishap there. So for whatever reason, the universe said, no way, Jose, this Friday, you're not appearing. So here I am this week. Everything seems to be working, just flowing through, and that's all you can ask for, right? So I wanted to go over tonight. Since with the beautiful new moon that's coming up this week, I thought we would go on our lessons tonight about the 13 original clan mothers. So those of you who are just maybe tuning in for the first time or haven't tuned in before, every month around the full moon, I have been going over this beautiful, beautiful book, The 13 Original Clan Mothers by Jamie Sams. I actually read a few years ago. And at the beginning of the year, something said you need to get these teachings out again. So I've been every month just going over each lesson to send out to the world for whoever is ready to receive it, to hear it, to listen to it, to send it out, because that's what I was guided to do. So that's what I'm doing. And reading over it today, I was kind of looking, and it's very interesting on what's happening right now in the world and the teachings that are actually coming forth from these 13 original clan mothers, which go back to the indigenous teachings where, kind of we need to go right now. We need to go back to those teachings to almost reteach ourselves from the beginning of connecting back to things that we kind of forgot about, connecting back to the world in a different way, opening up to look at nature as our way of our guidance, because it teaches us so much. And we so lost track of that along the way. We got caught up in this world of, just greed and competitiveness and just not taking care of ourselves, not loving ourselves, beating other people down. And now look what's happening. We've basically been put in a situation of a standstill. I feel Mother Nature said, enough is enough. I've had enough. You humans need to sit back, go in the stillness, and regroup. And that's what this time is. I know there's horrible things going on right now as far as the virus, and people are transitioning right now as well. However, we need to embrace this time as, a place in humanity, a place in our world of opening up to something of change, of huge change, of change that's never happened before, and the opportunity to do that, to switch where we were to where we can be, of moving more into communion, of moving more into stillness, of moving into the beingness of who we truly are, and not so caught up in the doingness of having to do everything, having to, the time, if I don't know if everybody's been noticing how time has been very interesting lately. It's just speeding up and time is slipping away. And I know some people, it might be standing still for you. And where are you in that paradigm of the time, of time and how it's flowing right now? If you take the time that we do have right now for what is really being taught, of going into the stillness, to look at yourself, to look at the world, to take a different point of view. Where can we open our hearts to look at things different and align to ourselves, to let go of all that old stuff, not even only from this lifetime, but from past lifetimes, and also from our ancestral lineage of, all the greed and all the sorrow and all the guilt and all the shame and all the blame, and it just goes on and on. That's been cast upon us since the beginning of time. The wars, the famine, the greed. I keep on going back to the greed right now, because I guess that's just, kind of in just seeing, I watched The Tiger King the other night for the first time because everybody was talking about it, and I kind of had a laugh, because it's kind of what's, if you kind of look back at it and just kind of witness it, of everything that the dynamics of that whole show that everybody's talking about, it's kind of what's going on in our world right now in a way of, the greed that needs to fall and things that need to open up and people that need to step forward, and the light workers out there, the star seeds out there, the people that are out there in the front lines, that are the ones that are standing forward and need to step up to help people as they're waking up, because we're in a huge awakening right now. And that's what this clan mother, that's what these teachers are back to go back to the basics, to go back to the simplicity of life, to go back to the truth of who we are and remember who we are, so we can wake up and be who we're supposed to be. And I want to say that we need to wake up and be who we're supposed to be. And embrace that light we truly are. Embrace that sovereignty we truly are. The time of playing small is over. It's time to everybody steps up to do their part, to open their hearts to love, to let go and forgive. And seriously, step out and open up and allow yourself to let go of all that haunts you, that all you've held on to all those beliefs that have been carried down through the ancestors that don't serve you anymore. We are here as a time for change, to let go of all that past. And what are you going to do with it? Are you going to open with it? Are you going to allow and move through it and move forward and change yourself by loving yourself? Or are you going to stay where you are? And that's the choice we're all giving right now. It is the war between love and fear, with a virus that was put in the smack in the middle of it to stop everything. And what are you going to choose? And that's where we are right now. And that's what we're opening up to. But it's a beautiful thing that can happen if everybody can stand together and help each other out and stay in their hearts and stay in the kindness and stay in the compassion and open to that space and stop the competition. Embrace each other, co-create with each other. I know we're doing social distance right now, but we're all finding new ways to do things, and it's so beautiful to watch, what is happening, in that arena. And also there's another thing that's happening as well with the virus that's spreading, but the more we could stay in our heart, I am a firm believer of it. The more we can send that love out to the world, the faster this will end. The faster this ends, because we as a collective consciousness will say, no more, no more. We are done with this, and shift what is happening right now. And people, we have the power to do that. Every person that's listening to this or listens to this in the future has the power and the potency and the light inside of them to make that change. We all just need to wake up and embrace it inside of ourselves and feel it inside of ourselves. And that's all it takes. So I'm sending my heart out to everyone right now that I invite you, once again, where can you open your heart? And invite yourself to take that road, to look at that. And just take a deep breath in. I need to take a drink of water real quick. Okay, I kind of got off talking about the clan mothers there, so that just kind of came through there. So I wanted to go over going back to the clan mothers now. 13 original clan mothers I started. So the first moon in January started with talks relation. And that lesson was learn the truth. Learn the truth through the unspoken language of nature. That everything's sacred, how to honor our cycles. We moved on to the second moon. And the grandmothers taught us the wisdom keeper, which is honor the truth. And how do we honor the truth? Of understanding the wisdom that every life holds and the form, and how to be a friend to restore friendship by honoring the viewpoints of light form and not judging. And that brought on all that judgment. And we're moving in now, to the third moon, which was ways the truth, which taught us how to accept the truth. And we accept the truth through self-determination. How to feed the positive, not the negative, using the divine law and the equality of justice, of being accountable for our actions and our words. And it's so important right now to be accountable for our actions and our words. And now we're moving into the fourth moon, which is look for women. Look Far Women, and it's how to see the truth, which is very interesting. And I'm just going to read from the book. I always read from the book, just kind of, and I'm going to open up with the poem because this is just so apropos of what is happening right now, what is happening in the world right now. And I'm just loving this book. I really am, and how it's flowing with every month with what's happening, how the moon's shifting. It's just that divine timing of trust and looking. So it starts out, and I'm going to read the poem because it's such a beautiful poem. Mother, teach me how to see the shining lights of stars, the faces of the ancestors, in worlds both near and far. Show me how to welcome the visions appearing to me, seeing the truth in detail, unraveling each mystery. Walk me through the dream time of altered time and space, that I may share those visions with every creed and race. Doorkeeper of all dimensions, I seek your medicine ways of how to earth my visions, seeing truth inside me today. And what truth do you need to see inside of you right now? What truth do you need to open up that you might have been avoiding, not looking at? Because this is the time to look at that. This is the time to see that. This is the time to move through that. So Lux Far Woman is the clan mother, who is the guardian of the fourth moon cycle, who falls in April. The full spectrum of pastel colors is connected to this clan mother cycle because she carries the medicine of prophecy, seeing the truth in all colors. She is the doorkeeper of the crack in the universe and the golden doors of illumination that leads to all other dimensions of awareness. She stands at the crack in the universe and safely guides all humans, spirits taking dreamtime journeys into other realms and then back home, being present and fully conscious of their bodies. This clan mother is the seer, an oracle, a dreamer, and a visionary. She teaches us the fidelity of our impressions, dreams, visions, and feelings as they exist within our inner potential. Lux Far Woman instructs humankind on how to unravel the symbols found in psychic impressions. She shows us how to see the truth in every vision we receive in the tangibles and intangible worlds. In her wisdom, Lux Far Woman assists every seeker in finding the seeds of personal and planetary prophecy that the great mystery planted inside all human beings. She knows that the two-legged can access the ability to see the truth in all dimensions if they seek the light of eternal flame of love, and if they are willing to receive the visions that come when the heart is open. Did everybody get that? Because that's what needs to happen right now. We all need to seek the light of eternal flame of love and be willing to receive and trust and open to the visions that come when the heart is open. And that's what it's really about right now, is that beingness of opening our heart. And during this, as she moves along, Lux Far Woman, the lessons that she's giving is respecting boundaries by showing us that it is not okay to look into another person's sacred space unless we are asked by that individual to do so. So where have you always wanting to change people or look at people or trying to tell people what to do, instead of opening up and just allowing people to have their point of view and not getting into their sacred space, that every person has their own vision, every person has their own dream, every person is an oracle, is a seeker, is a light being, and allowing them to be that, to set those boundaries. And the lessons we refuse to experience will usually catch up with us later in another form. So remember that when we get trapped, when we forget our ability to use free will by forecasting what a future outcome will be, we can trap ourselves into projections, expectations, and loss of a potential opportunity. And who does that? I know I've been guilty of that one, where we look forward and we project what's going to happen instead of knowing the truth and seeing the truth and standing in the truth and not trying to judge it, not trying to open it, but just allowing it to unfold under the great mystery. And our personal clarity depends upon our ability to observe the obvious, allowing us to then make personal choices in order to alter our sacred path and grow. The Clan Mother teaches us how to see the truth in all of life's situations. So right now, we're in the midst of that. We're in the midst of that path right now of what we're going to choose as an individual, as a community, as your communities, and also as a planetary consciousness. So where do you fall in that bucket, and what are you going to choose? Are you going to find yourself finding the eternal flame of love and open your heart to receive and forgive and go to another world and open up to this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful new world that is just waiting for us to explore and open to? Or are you going to stay in the fear of everything that is just bringing everything down and has locked everything down for too long, keeping everybody in pain and sorrow? And that is our choice right now. That is where we are right now. That is where our consciousness is right now. So I invite every cosmic explorer out there, it's time to really explore. It's time to open up. It's time to do more than you have in the past and let go of the past and everything that has happened. All those emotions, open to them, allow them to move through, give them a voice, but then move past them knowing no more, no more. I stand in the love and I stand in the truth of me, the light and the sovereign being I truly am. And that is where I want to be, and that's where I choose to be from this moment forward. So to move on, the voice of Mother Earth gently spoke to her heart. Daughter of my spirit, here you will stand for all time, showing others how to see the truth within themselves and within all things, to grow beyond human limitation. All children of Earth must face their limitations and hesitations. They will come to you and see the truth within themselves through your limitless eyes. If they are willing to give away their illusions, they will pass through the golden door into the next level of understanding. If they fear their own potential, they will return to the place within themselves that gives them comfort until they are ready to grow. And I want to just say right now, as I finish, reading this, if somebody's ready to stay where they are in the fear, you just got to allow them to stay there. And you step into you and move forward on how you choose to move forward. Because the art of seeing the total truth of the vastness of the spirit and seeing the truth of all the worlds that exist within the creative force of that spiritual essence can be overwhelming. Many cycles of the wheel of life are required before that level of seeing the truth is attained. Many will come, many will turn back, many will falter, and then move through the golden door. But you must hold the door open for all who have the courage to see. So I invite everyone, just take a deep breath right now. And just imagine that golden door in front of you. And ask yourself right in this moment, are you ready to walk through? Are you ready to embrace that internal flame of love? Are you halfway through the door? Or do you just want to stay where you are? Knowing that the truth of where you are is the truth. And you might need to go back to the golden door, but remember this time that you can go back to it at any time and see where you are. Stepping through, in the middle, or not ready. And either way, where you are, it's okay. But just remember, the best way is to step through the door. So when you're ready, I send my heart out to everyone who's not, that they find the strength and the courage inside them, especially during this time, to take that step through the door. So we can all move into the golden age that has been placed before us at this time. But to move on, the creatures could show the two-legged how to use their physical bodies and personalities, traits to survive and earn longevity, then it would be possible to show the two-legged how to master the life force in those bodies by showing them the truth of discovering the creative forces of the natural elements that made up their human form. They would come to understand that all things, including themselves, contain living spiritual forms. Where can you take time right now to step into nature and knowing that we have inside of ourselves the capability to master our own life force, the ability to step forward, the ability to step in to heal ourselves? It is there. It is there for everyone. And the best way to learn ways to do that is to watch nature and knowing that everything has a living spirit inside of it and connecting to that living spirit. I always talk about the trees. The trees are beautiful and they're becoming very vocal if you listen. They're so excited people are waking up and hearing them. And the birds, watch what the birds do. You know, they stand in the sun. The cormorants, they love to stand in the sun and breathe in the sun. And right now with the virus, heat's the best thing. So where can you stand in the sun and get your vitamin D and stretch your heart out just to allow it to embrace every cell of your body? And then she asked us to enter the stillness in order to discover the secrets of the spirit and the potentials found in exploring the non-tangible worlds. Every lessons of the realms of spirit could be assessed through nature. The spirit life forms in the natural world were ready and willing to become the teachers of the two-legged who sought their guidance. The worlds of truth represented in every circle of relations would lead to new medicine wheels of experience in the worlds within the worlds. Seeing the truth was an ever-evolving talent that brought forth understanding of the great mystery and how all things were constantly growing and changing inside the original source. And aren't we all changing at this time and growing? And where can you look inside yourself to take that time to see the truth inside you and the role that you've played and the problems and the what you have created on this earth and the patterns that if you've been stuck in that you need to let go, to open to the great mystery, to open to the unknown, to be in that place of just trusting that everything will be okay. Of just using your intuition, that beautiful connection that you have to all that is. And not having the fear to open to it and allowing yourself, gifting yourself to receive it through the heart. Because that is the key, my friends. That is the key right now, is the heart. Opening to that cosmic, beautiful heart that we all have. That is just waiting to be explored. That's waiting to be connected to from a different level. So to conclude with looks for our women, she will always stand at the crack in the universe, holding the golden door of illumination, open for those who have the ears to hear, the eyes to see, the hearts to understand. For the eternal flame of love is open for all of us right now. If once again we just take a chance on ourselves, take a chance on being in the beauty and the grace of us. Take a chance on knowing it's okay to let go. Taking a chance of opening to forgive. And taking the biggest chance of all, of learning the energy inside of us and who we truly are, and remembering that, allowing your gifts to be opened, not being afraid of them, letting go of the fear, because it's in rare form right now. It knows it's not winning, and it's doing everything it can to fight right now. So we need to stand stronger than it. We need to stand and unite together. We need to co-create together and be in awareness together. Because it's up to us right now. It's really up to us. It's up to us to open our hearts. It's up to us to stay aligned in who we are, to remember who we are, to be the sovereignty of who we are, to open our hearts to love. And I keep on saying co-creating. It's time to co-create with each other, to build people up. The time for competition is over. You know, the time for just comparison is over. It's time for communion. It's time to stand up for what's right. You know, even in the world of, you know, the banks and the big and everything that's going on right now and the greed, where can you take your stand right now to shift and change into a world of love? Because I feel that's what everybody wants right now. We all want peace. Everybody just wants to be loved. And that starts with loving yourself. And that's something you can do. People always say, I can't. I don't know where to start. What can I do? It takes one simple thing of learning to love yourself. And how you can start to do that is easy. Stay out of the stories. Stop the stories. The stories just keep you in a continuous loop. Open your heart to first forgive yourself. Look at your patterns. Allow that forgiveness to open up. And I always say, you know, I remember when my Aunt Pi passed away and she transitioned to the other plane, the beautiful spirit she was. I was the last person she talked to that day. And it's become a thing that I've started to do from what she did in that moment, right before around when she was about to transition. But the last thing she said, I remember her sitting there, and it's such a profound teaching because it's so true of what we need to do right now. And she lifted her arms up, and her last words were, no more, no more. And I knew in that moment what she meant, that she had totally surrendered and said no more. No more suffering. No more pain. No more staying in this place that is keeping me where I am. For when I let go, I will be free. I will be the sovereignty of me. I will be able to open my heart in love and be in bliss and peace. And that's what we all need to do right now. Just to lift our arms up and say, no more, no more. For it is time. It is time, my dear ones. It is time to say no more. And start to love ourselves like we never have before. To start to enjoy life. To be in the joy and the playfulness. And find ways to find abundance in the world, of opening up, believing that it will be okay, that everything will be okay. Even in this time of turmoil, we are being asked to stay in the faith that everything will be okay. Because the more we can stay in that space, the easier this transition will be through us as we move through this virus, this growth, universal look that's been placed upon us. If you look outside, Mother Earth is much happier now. You know, she kind of surrendered and and is opening up, and things are starting to change in her world. The air's clearer. The birds are singing. They're different. And, you know, and during this time, not only loving yourself, also remember your animals as well. You know, I know my animals have been going through a huge transition, you know, because they're feeling all these energies as we let go and we surrender. And everybody's going through into this stillness and going into this quietness, that they're being affected at this as well. So be kind to your animals and give them extra love and let them know it's okay. Because they're just as confused, because you remember they connect to all of us. So as we are all transitioning and moving into a new space, they're feeling all that. So just something told me I needed to throw that out there right now. I was kind of off where I was, but that's kind of what happens sometimes when I get in this energy. I'm all over the place. So that's just how I roll. So thank you for flowing with me here. And another thing, talking about flow, that's what we need to do right now. We just have to flow. I know people are stuck inside, but find new ways to flow. We've been given this time to find new ways of flow, to find new ways to find abundance into our world, to find new ways to stay in our heart, to find new ways to meditate more and go into the stillness of us, to look at our patterns, to love ourselves more, to eat healthier, to, whatever comes your way of showing self-love and moving forward. That's what you need to stand in. That's what you need to be right now. For the time, it's a call out right now. A call out to be in the love, to be in the truth, to see the truth of what's happening, to be in the truth of what's happening. So if anybody would like to call in, the number to call in is 517-208-1500. And I think right now I've been gabbing on long enough. My beautiful daughter, she is going through her own experience of transformation here with some things that have happened in her world. And one of the things that has opened up is she's begun to sing. She's always sang, but, just opening up to new voice. And I wanted to invite her on, new talents coming out everywhere. So, and once again, if anybody out there has something that they've explored, that they might have found a talent, a poem, a song, a music, whatever that might be, and you'd like to call in and share, I'm here for you guys. Just call, send in. You can come on the show. It's 517-208-1500. So I'm going to turn the mic over to my daughter, Megan. Megan, do you want to come over and join us? And you ready?
Yeah.
This is her first time singing live, people, so I'm going to allow her to step in. This is Megan, her song. What is the name of your song that you wrote?
Infinite Wild Woman.
So we're all going to be infinite wild women, and those men out there, just step into your feminine side here, because that's what's happening out now. We are moving into the divine feminine. So I'm going to let her step into her space.
Sitting here high on this mountain top, wondering what the hell has our world come to. You keep on running from yourself, fulfilling the need to be, 'cause we are women, women of strength, women of pain, just looking for some salvation. People be telling you something you're not. Oh baby, maybe it's worth a shot. It's time you find a voice, because you got a choice. You have me in and out, you got me placing doubt. Oh, infinite wild woman, wonderful blissful soul. Oh, infinite wild woman, you don't even know your strengths. Oh, don't give in to the fear, 'cause Mother Earth shall clear. So why don't you stop and listen? The universe will give you a sign when you ask for a reason. 'Cause we got some fucking history. It's the great big mystery. So why are we living in this misery? Oh, Lord only knows. We've been pushed down, down, and again we will find strength, even if that means asking for nothing now. Oh, infinite wild woman, wonderful being of the light. Oh, infinite wild woman, stay true to who you are. Oh, where do you want to go? What do you want to be? Things seem mean, but it's time to stay strong. Don't let them push us down. Don't let them tell us who we're meant to be. It's time to set yourself free. Free of the judgment, free of the voices, free of the bullshit. So releasing all that was so you can nourish your seeds. Oh, infinite wild woman. That's it. So thank you for listening. Here's my mom back.
Woohoo! Okay, that was her video debut there. So thank you so much for listening, and thank you, Megan, for having the courage to step forward and sing that tonight. So that was absolutely beautiful. You did an awesome job, and what a beautiful message to send out to the world. And where we really are right now. It's letting go of the doubt and the fear and stepping into the light and claiming who the hell we are. Because it's time to do that, people. It is time to do that. I just don't know what to say anymore. It's just time to do it. We just got to step up and just step into who we are. So, I always love this quote. Love has no beginning, no end, and no limit. And I am nothing except love. So just remember that we are love. Even though most people out there search their entire lives to find love, but it's all inside of us all the time. So that's, one of my lovely universal jokes is the love is always inside of us. The love is always there if we just step into it and claim it and step into who we are. So I appreciate you this evening. Once again, if anybody would like to call in, the number is 517-208-1500. And if you'd like to send me out a message, you can contact me at, I'm on Instagram now at Cosmic Tune-Up Happy Hour. Of course, at Oneness Talk Radio, you can email me there, or at cosmictuneuphappyhour@gmail.com. If you'd like to send me a line, a tube, like to be on the show, would love to have anybody out there that would like to be on the show, just to give me a shout and we'll have you on. And I'm going to end the show this evening. Looks like we have 10 minutes. I'm going to do an impromptu meditation here, and once again end with some sound healing. So I appreciate everybody listening tonight. I am just sending the utmost love out to every person out there in the universe of staying safe and staying in the love, not allowing the fear and the media and everything to get to you. And I know it's very hard. People are in different situations. I'm fortunate enough to have a little more space, but I know, people in the cities that might be a little more, and finding ways, to help each other. I've noticed, everybody's reaching out in different ways now, doing classes online. Check your internet. If you're home alone, get on the internet. So many people are offering free classes and just all kinds of stuff. So it's very interesting what's opening up and how creative people are getting. But before I do that, we didn't do it earlier tonight, but it's just become a signature. We have to do it every week because it raises the vibration. And what do we need to do right now? We need to raise the vibration. So I would like to do a laugh fest. Yes, a cosmic laugh fest. We do it every week, so it's just a thing. And also just think, when you're laughing, we're going to start here in a second. Is everybody ready or not ready? But you're going to laugh because you're going to hear us laugh and everybody's going to laugh. But envision why we're laughing. Every person that might have the virus right now, and every person out there fighting for their lives, and every person out there that might just be sick with the flu, because a lot of people are just getting sick, stepping into the energy of what's going on and getting themselves sick. So I want everybody right now, just when we're laughing, just to imagine just beautiful light being shot out to every person out there that might be ill. And in that light, I want you to imagine the joy of our laughter that everybody's going to do right now. Or if you're listening to this later, you'll be laughing later on. You send it out as well. That we can send that joy to that virus to break it up, expand it out, and just send it away. That we are saying no more, no more. We've had enough. We are ready to move forward, and we are ready to be the light beings we truly are. So is everybody ready? 1, 2, 3. I got in the collective there because I didn't want to start laughing. We kind of going to laugh for the last 10 minutes because I get going and sometimes I don't stop. Ask my poor family when I go into these laugh fits. So everyone, I am just going to thank everyone right now. We've got about 10 minutes left of the show. So I am just going to do it. As I said, I'm just going to go into a meditation. Maybe we'll play with some unicorns tonight. And just bringing some love to everyone's hearts to end. And I'm also going to do at the end a download, a DNA clearing, just opening up, just to clear and cleanse, restructure, and open up the sound for everyone to do a nice sound meditation at the end. So I'm going to step into this right now. And everybody, I'd just like you to take a deep breath in this moment. Just take a deep breath in, your hand on your heart. And just breathe for a moment after that laughter and just settle into that joy that just was brought up from the laughter that we just did. And feel, if you can, the beautiful sparkles inside of you. And just allow yourself to sit in that right now. We raised our vibration up. Because I felt it. I don't know if you did. It was amazing. I couldn't stop laughing. I probably could have kept going. So just feel those beautiful sparkles inside of you. That beautiful white love of you, of who you are. That eternal flame of joy. That being, that grace of the heart. And as you hold your heart, I'd just like you to rock back and forth slowly. I always find when you do that, it helps to just kind of let go of everything as you're moving back and forth. And just allow yourself to flow in the energy and just really feel. Allow yourself to connect to everybody that's listening to this call or in the future. Of the love that we've all created here this evening. And I appreciate every single one of you, sending the utmost gratitude to every one of your hearts right now for taking your time on a Friday night to listen to me and my lovely Cosmic Tune-Up show. I appreciate every one of my cosmic explorers that takes time to explore with me. So who knows where we're going and where things are headed. So just sit and enjoy that. And just take another deep breath there, feeling that beauty of you, feeling into the body, feeling into that beautiful, beautiful light energy that we created. And I just want you to just imagine in front of you seeing those beautiful golden doors once again. We're going to take another journey down to the golden doors. And as you see the golden doors, as you step forward, just imagine just beautiful light, different colors of light, whatever you choose. As you step forward to the doors, coming down and just releasing the fear, the shame, the guilt, forgiveness. Whatever you need to release right now, just imagine that as you step forward, a different color just coming down and just showering that away. And now walking to the door, those beautiful golden doors. And just step through the door. And just, if you're not ready to step through the door of what we talked about earlier, just give yourself permission in this moment to step through anyway. And I want you to stand there. Just imagine you're in a beautiful white room. Beautiful white sparkly room. And standing in the truth. Feeling the truth of who you are. The light of who you are. The white light of who you are. Imagine the beautiful clan mother standing there in front of you. Offering her arms to you. And the heart. And also a beautiful unicorn standing next to her as well. Because we always got to bring in unicorns. And bring down right above you right now. Just imagine a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pillar of white light. The eternal love white light. Just coming down through your crown chakra. The light of the truth of you with pink sparkles. Just clearing and putting the truth of all your chakras down, and the unicorn, just adding sparkles and putting that down as well, just to embrace yourself in beautiful column of white light and feeling the truth of who you are, allowing yourself in the moment to step into the truth through these golden doors of who you are. And just imagine the unicorn pointing its horn and just turning anything that does not belong there into beautiful sparkles that shimmer and shine. And just feel the shininess of you, the love of you, the sparkle of you. And imagine each of you around your heart space, a beautiful diamond. Allowing yourself to open up to that beautiful cosmic diamond heart, that diamond light that shines. And sending that truth out to the world. Feeling in the truth, seeing the truth, being the truth. Allowing yourself to embrace and remember the truth in you, the sovereignty of you, the light of you, the essence of you, the spirit of who you truly are, working with this beautiful body that's been given to you in this lifetime to learn the lessons, however, to move into the truth, into the love of what needs to be right now, to open up to this new golden age, this new beautiful white light of golden age that is upon us, of grasping in our hands. The time of sufferings are behind us. As we move through the final stage of moving into this new golden era, we can embrace it. We can stay in the love of it to help move it forward. And just take a deep breath in and feel in your heart. Put your hands on heart right now as we open up some sound to clear and open those channels. Feeling the vibration, breathing into it, allowing your body to expand. And take another deep breath in. And turn back, walk outside, walk back through the golden doors.
Sending you cosmic heart love and gratitude for joining us at the Cosmic Tune-Up Happy Hour today. Join Rebecca next week at 5 p.m. Pacific right here at Oneness Talk Radio. Until then, keep on exploring you and changing from within.